Yo, what's happening, YouTube? This is your boy D Talks Everything back with another video. Yeah. Anyway, first off, damn, these two bumps on my face is big as a mug. I need to go get these bus. Jeez. Anyway, man, I'm just on here do a little ranting. Damn, the bumps are the biggest one. Yeah, I'm just here do a little ranting. Uh, I don't know if in any of my prior videos I ever if I ever said anything negative about Elon. I don't think so. I might have though. Man, let me just tell you, I got a newfound, like a super newfound respect for Elon. Newfound respect. Like, what's this newfound respect that you have? So every time you look up, Elon got SpaceX, he got Tesla, he got X, formerly known as Twitter. Sure, he got some other stuff going on. Every time you look up, you see your boy be firing people. And you be like, damn, Elon, why you keep firing folks? Why do you keep firing folks? And I now completely understand. I completely understand why he keep firing folks. I'm not gonna name the company that I'm currently working for. However, let me tell you the experience that I've just had in the last 2 months. And this has gave me so much newfound respect for Elon on firing folks. Because I would fire all these folks. I ain't gonna say all of them, a good majority of them. So, so here's my experience the last 2 months. So, I've been reaching out to different executives because I see a lot of my brain works as a process improvement. How can we do a thing more efficiently? So I don't have to work as hard. Hell, my process efficiency sometimes says, hey, Demetrius, your role ain't even needed no more. Like, we don't need you. Thank you for what you've done. This is amazing. We don't need you either. That's how process improvement should work, fam. All process improvement you should do so well that you're not needed. That lets you know you did the job well. If that is not the outcome, you did not do a great job. That's what process improvement is, right? So, anyway, been talking to some different executives, like, hey man, like, yo, we got a lot of opportunities. Y'all having these town hall meetings saying like, hey, here's things we want to accomplish. Hey, we got this leader doing this leader doing that leader doing this. And I'm like, well, some of these things seem like they line up together. It's like, hey, if all three of you are having an issue that you all three of you are attempting to work on, hey, I've presented an idea saying, hey, I can solve all three of you guys' problems with one process, with one step. It's gonna take us something. Hey, and I can show you how we can save money and accomplish all the things that you want to do without needing any additional technology, using all existing things that are already under your platform. So, so I've been talking to these people. So they've been like, talk to one guy. He was like, wow, that does make a lot of sense what your idea is. Okay, so I'm talking to one person, and she was like, hey, I need you to talk to my executive assistant. She's gonna put you on my calendar, so then me and you can sit down and talk. We can Zoom, yada yada yada, and excuse me, we can Zoom, and we can go over this and see how your idea actually, makes some sense and how we can implement. Say, cool. I reach out to the person. Now, if you got like the little like the work instant messages, you can see when somebody typing. You can see when somebody's typing, right? So I send the person a message as she asked, and so I say, hey, this person, I talked to her. She told me to reach out to you so you can assist in scheduling some time for me to meet with her uh, based off of something that I presented. She says, okay, hey, nice to meet you. How long have you been working here? That's her first response. How long have you been working here? Like, nice to meet you. How long have you been working here? Like, what difference one does that make? How long I've been working here? You feel like you should know me? You should know me. I try to be incognito mode most of the time. Most of the time, I try to be an incognito. I don't want you to think that I'm important or special. I don't think I'm important or special. I do think I'm smarter than a lot of people. Definitely think I'm smarter than a lot of people. But I don't want you to think I'm important or special. So that was her first response, and I'm like, well, I responded, hey, been here a little bit over a year. So she was like, all right, hey, well, give me some times that you're available so I can sync and get you on her schedule. And I'm like, okay, cool. I sent her my complete schedule. Hey, here's my schedule for the week. Because here's the hours that y'all provided. So here's my schedule. I've already spoke with my leadership. Only thing you need to do is tell me when and where. I will be there. They've already gave me the green light. You tell me when and where. I'll be there. So so she doesn't respond. I let a couple of days go by. I let like a week go by. I let like a week go by. I'm like, hey, I hadn't heard back from you. Hey, you got anything? Like, have you been able to find any time to place me on this person's schedule? And she responds back. She says, no, I apologize. She don't say I apologize. She says, no, I said I need to sync with you so I can know what you need to talk to her about and see how much time you need. Well, you're the secretary. Why do you need to be involved at all? You're the secretary. Now, I understand these corporations give people big titles for no reason. I understand that. I saw what your title is. But you're her secretary. Like, you're literally her secretary. So, I respond back. Okay, sure, I apologize that I misunderstood. I still can see the chain of the chat. I know this ain't what you said, but I can see how you could wanted me to guess to that, but you still didn't respond to me. So anyway, now she is back, and she hadn't responded back to me. Now, so I go on to say this because I started this. Like, hey, I got a newfound respect for Elon. Why he be firing folks? Now, when you think about Twitter, I'm used to it because that's X. He just fired like a whole branch or something not too long ago, which again to me now makes a lot of sense. There's so much overlap where there's one solution that solves so many multitude of problems, and then you bring it to someone's attention, and then because they've already set a budget, because they've already determined what assets they need, because they've already determined the manpower, are unwilling to course correct, are unwilling to course correct. It makes no sense. Why would you say, hey, I've budgeted $20 million for all this stuff on a hope, you crossing your fingers that it's going to work. You're crossing your fingers. You have no idea if it's going to work. And somebody comes to you and say, hey, well, we got a solution right here. A lot of the content we already have a lot of the content. We just need to maybe tweak it a little bit, add some additional content, and watch it flourish. Use existing stuff. No, we can't do that. We already got our budget. We already set out our project. We already set out our timelines. What? Change? Change? Don't spend the money that we already budgeted for? I'm saying, well, hell, you can keep spending the money that you budgeted for. Just do something different to come up with the proper resolution. So, now, I think I've said this before. I worked at Bank of America in the past. Man, listen, I had the same experience there. I'm like, hey, I've talked to an executive because a lot of these corporations have these focus groups, and then they go and get information from associates, and then they try to, with no experience whatsoever, try to figure out a way to solve a problem, right? Try to figure out how to solve a problem. Now, I'm gonna give y'all two instances, right? Two different instances. So, while I'm working there, I was in the claims. So, they came up with a new claims process. They told us what they were going to roll out. I said, hey, wait a minute. I reached out to my manager. I reached out to my manager's manager. I reached out to her manager. I reached out to the person who developed the project. I said, hey, wait a minute. Time out. Do not put this out. We are going to see massive losses day one if you put this out. We're going to see massive losses if you roll this out day one. This is before it rolls out. The manager's going to a meeting. I say, hey, I told a bunch of different managers, hey, if y'all let this happen, these things are going to occur. Let me tell you the things that were going to occur, because it was regarding their ACH claims process. They were saying, hey, you can fill out the ACH claim form online and we'll give you an instant credit. I said, wait a minute. Sometimes people file claims inappropriately. We know this. And then we don't get the documentation that we request. Why would you do this? This makes no sense. Makes no sense. What about scammers who hack into people's online banking or call in and are able to pass authentication? You guys are going to give them instant credit and let them fill out the form right now and give them credit in 10 minutes? Are you flipping crazy? Are you flipping crazy? D. They go to the meeting. I say, hey, did y'all tell them? No, we didn't tell them because... And I said, why not? Well, we not you. What you mean you not me? I already told you what to say. You already know what to say. Just say this. Like, show them. Show them. Nah, don't say nothing. Day one, roll out. They had to cancel it day two. It's like, oh my gosh, we just had almost $500,000 worth of fraudulent claims go through and got paid out. I say, duh, you dumbasses. Duh, I told y'all that. Next day, I had the following day off. I come in, they said, D, you were so right. They had to turn it off. I know, I told y'all to say something. Why wouldn't y'all say anything? Why wouldn't y'all say anything? Why wouldn't y'all say anything? This is why Elon be wanting to fire y'all folks. This is why Elon be wanting to fire y'all folks. Because y'all are idiots. Y'all are fucking idiots. Because people tell you something, and then y'all just be like, no, I know better. I went to school. I went to college. And you know what? I'm going to talk about college just for a second, and then I'm going to go back to the second part. College. Do you understand? Like, so we got our Sam Bankman-Fried guy, right? Stole all this money. He learned under Gary Gensler, who's like the the SEC or some shit. His parents went to school and they're business attorneys or some shit. So these people know the law. All these people go across to, I don't care what school you go to, all these schools are teaching you the same thing. So all of you guys are coming in with the same mindset, wanting to do the same processes that someone else has already implemented. And do you recognize companies are wasting so much money on projects that don't work because they're getting the same ideas from different schools, different people, but got the same education, the same frame of thought. So you're getting with the same results. You need someone who can think clearly outside of the box. Now, I heard somebody say this as well once. Now, I know we had the show, Are You Smarter in the Fifth Grade? The truth is, and I heard somebody say this, and I'm like, wow, it makes a lot of sense. He was like, most people stop learning at the eighth grade. Like, you're not no smarter than really an eighth grade. Like your brain, how your brain processes and picks up information. Most people stop actively learning. Not that you don't get wiser and know more information, but you stop actively learning. Like your brain is not learning to say, okay, I need to move, I need to maneuver, I need to do this, I need to do that. Most people brains stop at eighth grade. So when I say that, so like most people are like, oh, this person's smart, that person's smart. No, sometimes it's just I know something that you don't know. That don't make me smarter than you. I simply know something that you don't. Smart people are able to process, improve, identify issues, figure out ways to resolve them in an effective and efficient manner. But but a lot of you people went to these different schools, totally different professors, but learned the same curriculum, and you guys are locked into the same tunnel vision that ain't freaking working. Now, I'm going to step number 2 at Bank of America. So, I get volunteered into a project. It's during COVID. Uh, Now, So of course during COVID, all companies trying to send their employees home, trying to get them equipment, um, yada yada yada. So so business don't I don't want to say tank, but you don't see any dips anywhere, right? So we go into the first meeting. It's a virtual meeting. The lady's not on camera, so we only can hear her. So she's telling us how the project is going to go. She's like, "Hey, we're gonna uh, we're gonna mail our project. Excuse me. We're gonna UPS or FedEx these devices to associates. Then we're going to set up a class for them to phone into to set up their device. So you're going to virtually over the phone, no cameras, you can't see what they're typing, none of the above. You're going to virtually talk somebody through setting up their computer like we're Best Buy IT or something, tech support, right? Geek Squad. There you go, Best Buy Geek Squad. I'm hashtag y'all to Best Buy Geek Squad. So, but you got us in here now. We have no access to remote at this point. I got no access to remote to somebody's device. So, hey, we're gonna do this process. You're gonna be able to walk them through. Here's a 6-page worksheet on showing you, hey, here's the steps. Here's what's gonna happen. So people like, hey, so she asked, hey, we got any questions? Got any questions? Everybody's quiet. I'm like, hey, I got a question. Question number one. Are we tracking these devices? Like, are we saying like, hey, I'm making up a name, people. Sarah Johnson, Sarah Mitchell, whoever. Hey, are we placing like, hey, we sent Sarah Mitchell a laptop on March the 18th. Here's the tracking number. Are we attaching that to the person so we can track the devices to make sure we don't send out multiple devices? She said, no, we're not doing that. We're just going to trust that they get them. And then if they don't get them, we're just going to order another one, have another one shipped. I said, what? Nah, I almost fell out my chair. I ain't got no camera up, so I could, like, what? I could flail my arms. Like, what? This is retarded. I said, okay, cool, okay, fine. I said, well, that don't make a lot of sense to me. Fair enough. You're running this project, right? Somebody fully thought you were capable. Somebody thought you were fully capable, right? Ryan, you're fully capable, right? So then my question number two is, hey, do we have the computer number that this person is getting? So that way we can know that they received the correct device. Because some people were in different departments who needed different info, software loaded on their devices. Hey, did you send the right people the right devices? Do we have the computer numbers attached to it? No, we don't need computer numbers as well. Wait a minute. So now we're blanketly sending computers out in the world to 1234 Main Street, because that's where Sarah Mitchell live at. We're sending to 1234 Main Street. No tracking number. We don't know if somebody porch pirates, steal the computer, ran away. We sent with fucking bank info on it with no tracking to it. Somebody can just be running up stealing computers. You sending monitors, full sets, ain't got no tracking on it. Who's the flipping idiot here? So I say these things. She say, no, we got it. We got it. We got it. All right, cool. Now, week one. Of course, what happened? I got 20 people in my class. 20 people. 3 people got their device. The other 17 people saying, I ain't got the device. Hey, somebody asked me a very obvious question. Hey, do you got a tracking number? Maybe we can track it and see if it's on its way. If not, then I need to drop out the session because I can't do anything. No, sorry, we ain't got no tracking number. They said, what? I said, yeah, I know. That don't make no sense. But no, we don't have no tracking numbers to who got what. And they were like, well, that's crazy. All right, whatever. So this happens. I go back and I send a message to my current manager. I'm like, yo, you and whatchamacallit, I don't want to call out their names. Hey, y'all need to go talk to somebody. Like, this don't make sense. Why are we doing this? This don't make sense. This process don't make sense. We need to do something different. They like, nah, we good. All right. So now we're about 2 weeks later into the project. Now more people still ain't got their devices. Now some people got 2 devices at their home. This project is going way out of proportion. portion. And this was supposed to be a 6-week project. We're 2 weeks in, and we're not even 2% done with the project. We're 2 weeks in. We're supposed to be a 6-week project. We're supposed to be done. So I was supposed to be doing 2 4-hour sessions of 20 people apiece, morning, afternoon. So I'm supposed to be doing 40 people a day. We complete 2 or 3 people a day. Come on, yo, this is crazy. So I then say, hey, one of the problems are the devices for security purposes are set to only activate on the bank's network. Man, that makes total fucking sense, right? We want somebody to find one of our devices, take it out the door, and then be like, oh, they can just access it anywhere, right? You don't want that. So they got the security feature on them. Now, certain people, because of how whatever access, how they sent out some of the devices because they didn't properly make sure people got the appropriate devices, we're now have to get one of our tech developers to join the calls, and then he had to give them special back end login info so he can hack into their device, change security settings just to get them logged in. I say, what the fuck? Keep in mind now, this is happening at people home or at their houses, on their home networks. On their home networks over Wi-Fi? My phone, your net, like what are y'all flying fuckers doing? This cannot be logical. I say, hey, we're sending people laptops. We're not sending them like an actual hard drive, a desktop computer. We're sending them laptops that connect to Wi-Fi. I come with a simple solution. So now, hold on. This is happening. Now we're 6 weeks. We're still about 10% done now. I go back, my current manager at the time sent me a message, say, Demetrius, oh my gosh, you were so right. I got people, I'm getting emails, getting called into meetings about these computers. I got people, they're telling me I got people got 2 or 3 computers at home. You said this was gonna happen. Duh. Like, what the fuck? I ain't trying to, listen. I like to say this. Like, I ain't trying to build a fucking rocket ship to Mars. Like, to the fucking moon. Like, this ain't building fucking rocket ships. These fucking common sense, like, right? So, I come to her and say, hey, forget all that bit. I go talk to the person who's running this project. I say, hey, what we're doing, I think this is not a proper thing to do. And I got a solution for you to get this resolved, and we can get this thing not back on track because the project is off track. However, I can get us back on track, right? Hold on. Yeah. So I'm like, hey man, I can run it. Like, hey, here's some process improvements to get this project back on track. Hey, the computers could go Wi-Fi. Hey, send the associates to a branch or to their home office. They don't even have to go in the building. They can connect to Wi-Fi outside, let all the proper downloads occur, and then come home. And then if there's any additional issues that did not properly set, then we can have them come to these sessions and we can fix whatever. We can then geek squad the rest of this, right? I'm like, okay, we can do it that way. And then we can also, because now they're connected, we can properly remote in, we can screen share, we can see what the other person is seeing and walk them through and get them set. She doesn't respond. Send the message again, doesn't respond. I reach out. I did go to reach out to her manager. I'm like, yo, this don't make sense. Why are we doing this? Here's a simple solution. Every device would be set up. We don't have to worry about sending out multiple devices. I said, matter of fact, we can schedule them to go to their local office, have the computer sitting there, have them sign out for them. We know what computer number they got. We don't have to spend no more UPS or FedEx shipping. And we know their devices are set. And we're back. We got them back running the same day, back at work. You know what? Oh, all of a sudden, the project changes to what my suggestion is. And you know what I get? Oh, wow, Demetrius did such a good job. He gave us a way to get everybody back to work. Thank you, Demetrius. That's all I get. That's all I get. Man, so this happened there. So, again, I understand why Elon is be one to fire folks. Because y'all don't make any sense. Y'all are wasted. I don't want to say y'all were wasted people, but all this education that you guys supposedly have, you guys are flipping idiots. Now, I'm gonna use where I'm at now. I was talking to some HR reps. I was talking to some executives. I say, hey, I don't really have 6 years of project management experience. However, I can tell you the projects that I worked on. I can show you my direct contributions, how they, and here's the results of my direct contributions. Forget the team, Demetrius' direct contributions. They said, hey, man, I hear all of that, but you don't have 6 years of management experience or this project management experience, so you're not eligible. So I got that from some executives, got that from an HR person. All right, you know what? Whatever. I ain't gonna trip yet. So talking to the HR recruiter, and she say, "Hey, well, I couldn't get you in on this role. Are you interested in this other role?" I say, I'm like, I ain't thrilled about it. However, I can have a conversation. I can go through the interview. I go through the interview. Now I got over 10 years of claim experience doing across the board claims, across the board. Whatever kind of claim you're talking about from a bank perspective, I've been in it. Fraud and non-fraud. I had the interview with the two people. I got more, my 10, 11 years of experience was more experience than both of them put together in the role that they were trying to get. So I'm like, wait a minute. Then this motherfucker just tell me I ain't got the experience, but I'm now being interviewed by two people and I have more experience than the both of them put together. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Y'all are flying flipping idiots. This is what I've concluded. The world is full of idiots. I like to joke around about the movie Idiocracy. Again, I'm talking about I found a newfound respect for Elon. And I'm going to bring this movie up. I joke about the movie Idiocracy saying, man, we're going to this because like y'all are flipping idiots, right? Y'all are flipping idiots. I now understand why Elon keep having so many kids. Elon got like 10 kids right now. Let's say out of 10. Let's say I don't know anything about Elon kids whatsoever. Zero. I think he got about 10. Him and Nick Cannon racing for. But let's go. Like somebody I don't want to just use him, but no, I'm gonna use Elon. So saying two of the kids got disabilities, right? So I still got 8 left. Saying 3 of them are not exceptional, but they're average. They're good people. They're intelligent, but they're not off the charts smart. You need something?
Yeah, I need to get the Gatorade out the car.
Oh, you need me?
No.
Oh,
Unless you want to help.
no.
Okay.
Anyway, so what? Saying 2 kids got disability, 3 are just average. That's 5 of them. Let's say then at the last 5, saying 3 of them is just as smart as he is, but then 2 of them are smarter than him. Man, this is how you push the world forward. This is how you push the world forward. Man, but no, some of you having 1 or 2 kids, and then both of them stupid. This is how we ended up to idiocracy. But this is why Elon firing all y'all people, because a lot of y'all are just idiots. Just idiots. And you don't understand process improvement. You have a false attitude of you know how business run because you went to school, when reality is a lot of you guys got taught the same exact thing. So a lot of you guys got taught the same exact thing. And this is why we got so many funny politicians who don't know anything. Because again, going back to that 8th grade thing, most people stop learning. Most people stop learning. Stop learning. And this is why we've had why stuff is looking the same and it's just getting worse financially for folks. Because people don't understand. You understand? And this is why Elon trying to fire all of y'all and replace y'all with robots. Because robots going to think, hey, how do I get from A to B with the least amount of work, the least amount of power needed, and to get the job done? And that ain't how we think. That ain't how we think. And this is why Elon want to fire y'all. Elon, you see this message. Fam, if I've ever said anything about you disrespectful, even if you thought about it the wrong way, I truly apologize. Truly apologize. I didn't understand. I understand now. I'm growing as a person. I thought more people were, all these people got these master degrees or bachelor degrees. I thought they actually learned something. That's not the facts. So, man, my apologies. Keep going with the AI robots. I completely understand now why you don't want to replace people. I understand now. I understand why you like, man, AI is the way, because you mother lovers are freaking idiots. Y'all are idiots. 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 Man, but that's just your boy rant for a minute. Sorry for the long video. I hope you guys watch it through to the end. Listen, even though this comes across crazy, I'm not I'm not bitter. I'm just disappointed in people. Because people, we could be so much further. We could be doing so much better, and we're not. And it's very freaking disappointing. Super, super disappointing. But I'm not discouraged because there's an opportunity still for us to change the world. Change the world. Still opportunity. Peace and love, you guys. Have a great rest of your day.